to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I am Robert Gatewood, your host. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good of marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake. Now, the mission at Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself in a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show because we're on a mission. Welcome to the show. And we're glad to be here on another Friday. We're still in Women's History Month. And I want to thank everybody for joining this morning. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. And we're here every Friday. You can set your clock. 10:30 on Friday, you're going to see the Marketing Pulpit. And Robert Gate was sitting here, unless sometimes, things may happen. But toast of the morning to the top of the morning. I'm a business developer by trade. I have a company called Gatewood Marketing and Web. You can find out more about the company by going to gatewoodmarketing.com. You can also find out more about Marketing Pulpit by going to marketingpulpit.com. You can also find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on LinkedIn and Twitter, where we are also simulcasting live on each of those platforms. So this information is out there. It's up to you to take advantage of it or not. Because I'm on a mission. I have been doing this now for 12 years. And it's an extension of my mission. I teach these courses, some of the same things you hear on the show. I teach these courses at Prince George's Community College. I do workshops at Employ Prince George's over at the National Harbor. I do workshops at the Women's Business Center in Bowie Innovation Center in Maryland. And also I've written a couple of books. I've written Played in Full. I've written a book called Smarter Than the Boss. I also work closely with the Small Business Administration in the 8A program, advising companies in the 8A program. And so it all ties into a mission. I'm telling you something, folks. If you want to see some traction with your business or your idea, tether it to a mission, something greater than just going out to make a buck. So that money can be fleeting, but when you're following your mission and your passion, great things happen. I'll tell you something else that's happening. As an extension of my mission, we've just launched the Marketing Pulpit Business Directory, and it is picking up steam. So what I'm going to do today is ask you to go check it out, mpi.bz. That's the Marketing Pulpit Directory, mpi.bz, and check out some of the companies who've already jumped in. You can also, what I'm going to do for you today, if you have a business and you're trying to grow that business, if you join the Marketing Pulpit Business Directory today, I'm going to give you a free upgrade. We have a free level, which pretty much just gets your name in the directory. But the next level up gets you can add your events to your profile, which shows up on the directory to everybody. You can add your products. If you're selling a product like a book, fragrances, shirts, and things like that, you can sell those right on them in the directory. You can also just so many things you can do. So this is a gift to you from the Marketing Pulpit radio show. So if you do it today, because I'm leaving town this afternoon, if you do it today, I will make sure that your listing is upgraded free. That upgrade from the free plan to the plan above it is $150 value. And the one from the $150 value to the next plan is a $200 savings. So that's a gift to you today from the Marketing Pulpit by going to mpi.biz, and you can join that directory and get your name out here in front of people. We did a couple of sermons about why curse the darkness when you can light a candle. I can't tell you how many people have been complaining to me about the sales are off, pandemic took a bite out of me, things just aren't clicking. I'm giving you a tool right now that we're going to be promoting on this show every week. I'm going to be driving traffic through the Radio One, the Marketing Pulpit, and I'm also going to be buying Facebook and YouTube ads to drive traffic to this business directory so that you can grow your business. So take advantage of that free offer today to upgrade your plan. Just like, let me see who we have in here. We already have brand leader model. She's selling her fragrances and her events. Thank you for joining, Bryn Lee. I see Katrina. She's selling her cosmetic products. Thank you. I see the Black Eagle, Joe Madison, his book, Radioactive. I also see Neely Fuller, his book, The Counter-Racist Code. And so you want to get your name among these leaders and these winners and these assertive and progressive business owners. Don't be left out, and you need to take advantage of this free offer we have today. We have a lot going on today. We're going to talk about, in the marketing sermon later on, we're going to talk about, do you hate to sell? Well, you probably like me and a lot of others. Man, I tell you, when I first got into business, I would rather be tied to an anthill coated with syrup than to try to sell. Many people feel the same way. Some people start businesses, they say, the reason I'm going to start this business so I never have to go sell again. Man, you have to sell, when you start a business, you have to sell more than you ever sold. But what if you're not inherently a salesperson? We're going to talk about later in the show how to sell without selling by letting others do the selling for you. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. I'm just going to tell you, sell without selling, have other people doing the selling for you without having to hire a salesperson. So you want to stick around for that. Let's see. Like I said, we also continuing to celebrate Women's History Month. We like to celebrate all of the successful and thought-provoking and just magnificent and amazing women that have made this country what it is. And so we are going to be happy here at the Marketing Pulpit. Hats off, toast to you, to all of the amazing women out here who are making history, the ones who've gone before. I think of people like our sponsor, BLE Executive Suites, Ms. Bernadette Clay. She started out really with, like many people, with an idea, just an idea. She decided that because she was working in her basement at the time, and she said, man, what if people could get an office space without having to sign these long leases and paying all this money? So she started BLE Executive Suites. And now they are, matter of fact, they just announced yesterday that they're expanding their College Park location, which is a hub for business for government contractors. They have their office, the spaces in National Harbor, and they have their offices in Largo. So you can also take advantage of some of their services by calling them at 301-322-1700, and they'll give you a free 2 months of a professional business address that comes with mailbox services. I'm telling you, folks, we're about solving problems and helping grow your business on this channel. Thank you, Radio One, for allowing us to take advantage of this platform. Miss Kathy Hughes and Alonzo, the engineer over there, Miss Karen Jackson, Ron Thompson. Thank you, all of you guys, for making this show possible. And it does not go unnoticed by all of our followers and fans. Also, if you need a domain name, gatewood.biz. That's where you can get your domain for if you have a business you're about to start a website. We offer the same services that GoDaddy and all of the others offer. Let's talk about some items in the news. A lot of things are going on. I found this story very interesting. There's a prophetess. How do you say that? Prophetess? I guess you're a prophet and you're a female prophet. This lady, Tiffany, she came out and made the news this past week. She said, let me tell you exactly what she said. She said that if you're going to see Beyonce's concert, you belong to a coven, and because Beyonce is a witch. And she says anybody who attends Beyonce's concert, then you're part of her coven, saying that she's a witch. Now she caused quite a stir, obviously, and she says, like I said, if you go to Beyonce's concert, she rebukes you in the name of Jesus. And how dare you call yourself a Christian? Man, I'm telling you, boy, some people they just really out there. I think we have a lot more insidious forces in the world. I mean, we got people trying to take our history away. We got people who are trying to set us back. We have gun violence. We have so many things going wrong in the world. I don't think Beyonce is our biggest problem right now. So Prophetess Tiffany Montgomery. I'm sure that's the way you feel. But if you ask me, we have bigger fish to fry than whether. I'm probably not going to go to buy Beyonce's tickets. I think the tickets are a little out there, but I wouldn't go as far as calling her a witch. Let's see what else is going on. Excuse me. This hiring freeze and layoffs continuing, and it's affecting the tech industry big time. Apple has cut back on its bonuses. Meta, which is Facebook now, laid off another 10,000 workers. Bed and Bath, they did severance for many of their staff, and they didn't give them their severance pay. So we living in this strange time now. The people that are hiring or saying they can't find good workers, the people who are working say they can't find jobs. People find big companies that we thought were the third rail were untouchable or laying off people. So what I keep saying is the answer for everything: start your business. See this MPI marketing pulpit? That's called branding. Start your business and brand that business. Start yourself a business. That's my answer for everything. I'm telling you. It doesn't solve all the world's problems, but it solves quite a few of them when you're out here trying to decide what these companies are going to do and build it, hitching your wagon to whether they're going to hire or lay off. But anyway, that's start a business, ladies and gentlemen. Start a business. What else is going on in the news? Well, our war in the workplace continues. People are still acting the fool. A Rockville man was arrested for targeting a Girl Scout cookie stand. That is so wrong. This guy in Rockville, 24 years old, faces numerous charges, including robbery, taking cash from the Girl Scouts cookie box. And if people hadn't gotten crazy enough, a woman slams her SUV into Popeyes because her order didn't have biscuits. Wait a minute now. I may have to ride shotgun with her on that one. Leave my biscuits? Why go to Popeyes if you can't get your biscuits? But maybe there's a better way to handle this, okay? I think you can probably drive up to the window and maybe say, look, can I have my order completed? Can you give me a refund? I'm not sure slamming your SUV into the drive-thru is the answer. That's why we've been doing this segment called War in the Workplace. One, my listeners, which I know you're not going to be doing this foolishness. But to everybody else who's listening, there's a better way. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, do you hate selling? Would you rather be tied to an anthill than to sell? Hang on for a minute. This is the Marketing Pulpit. We're going to talk about selling and how you can get around it by having others to sell it for you. Hang on. This is the Marketing Pulpit. We'll be right back in a moment. All right. We are back. I was having a little fun with the engineer for a minute. He couldn't believe this story about the lady driving her car through the drive-thru because of her biscuits. Well, but I'm telling you, Popeye does make a good biscuit, but I wouldn't drive my car through the drive-thru because of it. I want to welcome some of my followers and listeners who are tuning in this morning. Good morning, Platinum, the comedian. Glad to see you this morning. Brother Brown, the greatest plumber in town. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us this morning. And Linda, classmate, thank you for joining in. Brother Mary, thank you for joining us this morning. Appreciate you guys. And thank you for supporting the show over the years. And some of you, many of you, really most of you have sent clients my way. Some of you are our clients or have been clients. So I really appreciate you and glad you have made this show the success that it has been. But don't forget to go get your name in that business directory. That offer today, giving you a free upgrade. You join that free plan, and then we're going to upgrade you so you can get your name shouted out on the show like we did this morning with the others who joined. And then we have the top of the line plan where you actually become a sponsor of the show. We actually give you a free campaign on this show that'll be broadcast all over the country through Radio 1 95.9 FM. So go check it out and get your name in here so you don't miss out on this opportunity. And this is not your typical business directory. I'm telling you, I've been in many business directories, but they don't shout me out on the radio show and have a marketing guy behind it. So thank you again for joining up. And those who've already joined, you can go to mpi.biz as you see the name scroll across the bottom. Let's talk about this sales. That's another thing that seems to be an albatross around many business owners' neck. They're like, hey, I need some sales, but I don't like to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a conundrum. So let's talk about this. How do you let others do the selling and you make the deposits? Somebody else makes the sale, you make the deposit. Are you one of the million people who would rather have needles stuck in their eyes than to get out here and try to sell? Does your company depend on a steady flow of customers to stay afloat? Do you have a sizable database that needs to be monetized? Then you might consider something called affiliate marketing. I remember back in, I think around 15 years ago, I was with a company, Diet to Go. And I introduced them to affiliate marketing. And I think after about the first year, we had generated about $2 million in sales through the affiliate program. I was sold. It's like, what? It's the best thing since sliced bread. Best thing since Velcro. It's a good idea. Let me tell you how it works. Okay. Affiliate marketing is a sales channel that uses affiliates to help you generate revenue. The affiliate can be a person or a group that recommends people from their organization or their community or their base to your service. In exchange for this recommendation, they make money. Now, they're not going to make as much as you. They might send you a client that may buy a $100 product, and they may get a 10% commission on it or 20%. In some cases, I've seen the commissions go up into the 50% range. And the process usually start with an application process. Now there's basically two main types of affiliate marketing, the process. The first one is called the self-managed. Let's say you have a WordPress website. You would put a plug-in on your site, and that plug-in would do certain things for you. To have an application, it might generate the tracking codes that people will put on their website. It can also generate reports like how much you need to pay. It can also do things like link to your e-commerce platform. Let's say if you're on WordPress, you might link it to your Woo e-commerce. And now there's quite a bit of work involved in this, doing it yourself. And for the main thing, you have to go out and find your own affiliates. But it is something you can do yourself. If you have like I said, I'm speaking about WordPress, but they're not the only platform. I just have to be very familiar with WordPress. And I've actually installed affiliate programs on some of my clients using the WordPress platform, and it was a self-managed. They managed it themselves. Actually, I was managing it because I was there with my client. The other one is to use a affiliate platform, and that's called a managed affiliate program. They do all of the work. Everything I just mentioned above that's done under the self-managed program, they do that in addition to they market for you. They have like millions of people who are out here looking for affiliate programs to join to generate them some money. So that's why you join one of these big platforms. Also, they handle the payments for you. You put the money in the kitty and they will write the checks or do the transfers into the affiliate's account. So you're not chasing people down trying to figure out who you owe money and writing checks and getting all hot and bothered. So these these managed programs, they handle that for you. They also generate the banners for you that you can put on the different websites. They'll tell you what size you need, and so when the affiliate comes to your website trying to sign up, they can actually go right in and grab the banners right off your affiliate platform. Now, two of the biggest and most popular managed affiliate programs out here, one called Commission Junction, and they're pretty expensive. Everything is relative, right? But Commission Junction might cost you a few $1,000s to join. So that means you, the company who's trying to create sales, join this platform. Okay. Now, another one of my favorites, and which I happen to be a member of also, is called Share a Sale. Share a Sale does basically the same thing that Commission Junction did. It's just not as big. As a matter of fact, when I was putting my client diet to go on the affiliate program for the first time, we went to Commission Junction and they told us we weren't ready. They said, look, you got to have a better brand, more products, a little more experience in this affiliate process. So they referred us down to Share a Sale. And Share a Sale is a good place to start if you want to really get into this affiliate business. And so what we did, we started with Share a Sale, then we upgraded about a year later and got into the Commission Junction, and that's where we made about $2 million in sales through our affiliate program. Now, there are some barriers to entry. And as we talk about barriers to entry is a curse and a blessing. Barriers to entry means that it's harder to get in. This affiliate process is not really that easy, okay? But one of the things I've been telling you business owners since the beginning, you want to create barriers to entry. You want to get into a club where it's hard to get in. You can't, if it's easy to get in, that means everybody's doing it. But once you get into this, you cross this threshold, you are in the elite club. Two of the barriers to entry for this affiliate program is the technology. Man, trying to get all these things lined up and all these pieces moving parts to work, it takes a little bit of technology prowess. So you need to have you or somebody on your team have to have a basic understanding of technology. So you want to make sure that's one of the things that you want to be aware of when you start talking about getting into this affiliate marketing process. The other thing can be the cost. Now, if you're doing this self-managed, you're really just talking about the cost of the plug-in, which sometimes can be like maybe a couple $100 a year. There is a cost. But if you're doing one of these managed programs, like I said, Share a Sale like $625 to join, and you have to put like $150 in the kitty. So you need about $700, $800 to start. But this money is relative. Think about the amount of money you have to pay a salesperson out here on the street. I was talking to somebody yesterday. We just finished writing doing a flyer, capability statement, and he's trying to hire salespeople. And they're talking about, $400, $500, $600, $800, $1,000 a week. Well, this affiliate program is like a one-time fee, and it will pay you into infinitum. It will pay you forever. So cost, whenever you're talking about marketing and advertising, you should also consider it an investment. Okay? Same thing with this affiliate program. And like I said, I'm not really trying to force this affiliate process on people, but many people just aren't aware of it. And usually it's because of the barriers to entry that the folks around you are not using it. But I'm telling you, I've been working with companies that's bringing in millions of dollars a year, and this is one of their secret weapons. This is one of the tools they use. They hope you don't figure out, and they keep that barrier to entry just to keep out people who are not serious. I'm serious, folks. I am just about to put this affiliate program on our marketing pulpit business directory, so that when people go in here and join and pay their membership fees, anybody who's an affiliate who brings somebody to the platform, they will get recurring revenue as well. So that's a good tool not only for your company to generate revenue, but it's also a good tool to reward your base so that they can get in on the action. So I really like this affiliate program process. And when you're thinking about business, think about investing in your company. Many people got PPP money, EDIL money. They're not sure what to do with it. Use some of that money to make more money. Don't go out and start buying up cars and clothes and things that are not going to get you a return on your business. Now, is affiliate marketing right for your business? And we're closing up here. We're coming to the close. Just ask yourself these questions. Do you have a sizable audience? And if you're not sure, ask yourself, I always say this question: who is your audience? If you're doing B2C, in other words, if all of your customers are consumers and not business owners, you're not going to do as well if you're doing a B2B business, because other businesses want to create more money. But if you're selling to mostly consumers, the affiliate marketing may not be the best tool for you. The size of your customer base. And you want to also, I'm always talking about your brand. If you have a popular brand, you're going to do better at affiliate marketing than somebody who does not have a good brand. Make sure your services, it does better with products than services. But if you're selling services only, you might consider doing subscriptions. You may consider doing a book, maybe offering some products like Beyonce and Rihanna and Diddy. They use programs because they're mostly selling music, but they can also use that brand to create products. So these are things that I want you to consider when you're looking for ways to grow your sales. If you don't want to go out here and hire a salesperson, you have an established website, you have an established company, you have products that make me ideal for offering as an affiliate program, then I want you to consider that going forward as a way to grow your business in this digital age. All right, folks, I want to thank you again for tuning in today. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. Don't forget to go to mpi.bz to check out our business directory. And as always, we'll be back next week on Friday at 10:30. And if you want to be successful, Mr. Brown, help me out here. If you want to be successful, you have to do these three things. Do the right thing. You want to do it at the right time, and you have to do it right. Enough talk. Let's get to work. I had somebody ask me the other day, said, Gatewood, I want to hire you to do my branding for me. Where do I get started? I said, you have already started, I hope. How are you treating your customers? How are you treating your staff? Are you making a difference in society? What kind of service are you putting out here? You're already branding whether you know it or not. The key is it the type of branding you want? You are messaging in every decision you make in your company. That logo that people claim to be the brand is just the iconic representation of the brand that you've already developed. Does the brand that you have already started represent where you want to be? Social media, I'm pretty much group most of us in three groups. There's the social, these people that are all in. They're in it, they're building businesses, they're building their base, building relationships through social media. They see it as a tool that's really beneficial to them, and they're invested in it. That's the social side of social media. Then we have the unsocial, people that are passive observers. They like it. They'll post every now and then, but they really kind of, it's like entertainment to them. They go in there and watch what people are doing, and they'll share something every now and then. They're not really all in. They're kind of unsocial on social media. Then we have the third group, which is really a little disturbing. That's called the antisocial. These people are rude, mean, belittling, and they're downright dangerous. So we have to, for one, as a society, understand that there are all these different groups out here. It's not a cookie cutter, and not everybody on social media is the same.